Hello and good morning, although it's not probably morning for you, but for me it is 7:30 in the morning and I don't know why I'm deciding to do a voiceover now. Anyway, I decided I'm going to do a little seashell painting and this was about 6 months ago, so I don't even remember why I decided to do this because all I remember now is that I just didn't care for the process. It was a lot. It was a cluster. I like I don't like clutter at all. I don't like it in my home. I don't like it in my art, and I don't know. I just remember that it was so much, and I was so ready to be done for it. So, anyway, um, here I am going in with watercolor because I was like, okay, I know I want to do colored pencil because I feel like I can blend better with colored pencil. But if I go in with watercolor, then it'll give a nice little base and help me map out some colors without committing to them. And the watercolor helped ease the intensity of the project, and it also helped ease how nervous I was to start this project. I want to say this was like a daily art challenge thing, but it ended up taking like 3 days. So I don't remember why, but I want to say it was like a art challenge thing, like a daily art challenge thing. I really like these little like I don't know what they're called, the little circle things I'm working on now. That was my favorite thing to work on, and it was probably like my favorite little seashell, seashells by the seashore. But it was probably like my favorite little thing to color and also my favorite thing to look at. I really liked it. So this first seashell I should have practiced on a separate page, but I was too lazy. But this seashell was probably one of the worst ones just because I was figuring out how to shade, how to add the little lines and decorations on the seashell itself. So I think this one's the worst one, and it could have been a lot better if I had just practiced and kind of problem solved not on a finished piece and maybe worked in my sketchbook on it a little bit. But I'm stubborn, so and slightly lazy. I will fully admit that I'm slightly lazy and I do not take the long route. I will always take the quickest route. Um, Sorry, unless it's, like a custom like piece that I'm getting paid for, then I'll take the long route because I want people to be happy and I'm a perfectionist in that sense. But in day-to-day things like this, I am not a perfectionist. I am the farthest thing from a perfectionist. Well, like I'm slightly a perfectionist because I want it to turn out good, but at the same time, I don't like plan. I just kind of nosedive into it and hope it turns out good, which has been good and bad. It saves me a lot of time and it helps me make a lot of pieces, but big word, but um the problem solving is on the piece itself, which can be frustrating and yeah, which is why I also like to work in my sketchbook because I don't have to have the pressure that I do if I'm just working on like a piece like this. If I work in my sketchbook, I'm I do finish pieces in my sketchbook because I don't have to worry about if I end up hating the final piece. Which for this piece, I don't hate the final piece. I actually quite like it. But it's still just sitting here. I haven't posted it. I haven't listed it. Um it just exists. I don't know what I'm going to do with it because I haven't tried to sell it. I don't think I posted it on Instagram at all. It's just here and I don't know what to do with it. So, yeah. My grandparents really like beach stuff, so maybe I'll send it to them eventually, but I don't want them to think that they're like a second thought. So, I don't know. Because they're not a second thought, but I think they would like this. But yeah, I don't really know what I want to do with it because it kind of just it took so long that I'm not ready to get rid of it yet, but at the same time it's not my favorite piece, so I don't know. It just took so long that I don't want to get rid of it, and I know that because of how long I worked on it, I'm going to want to sell it for a higher price than it's worth because it took so long and so much trouble to work on. Um, yeah, which typically, speaking of pricing artwork, typically I price my artwork by how attached I am to it and how much I am willing to get rid of it for. So like some people will be like, "Oh, time plus minimum wage, blah 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 blah, blah whatever." I do it as in I don't want to give the if this piece took an hour, but I don't want to give it away for $10. So this is my piece and I like it, so this one is not gonna be $10. So yeah, that's how I price my artwork, by just how much I'm willing to give it away for, basically, because I have an emotional attachment to a lot of my pieces. Not this one, but you know, pretty much all the other ones. This one is kind of just, like I said, existing. Um, I think it was good, a good piece, and I'm proud of myself for the end result. But I think it ends up coming together, especially once I fill in like the background. It's not just a bunch of scattered seashells. But anyway, change of subject. Christmas is in 9 days, and I have two kids, so you can imagine how hectic this time of year is. And I love Christmas. I do. I don't like Christmas music. Don't kill me. I kind of hate Christmas music. But I love Christmas. I love decorating trees. I love wrapping presents. I love like planning gifts. And I have been having to go crazy on gifts lately. I have been painting everyone gifts for Christmas, and it's a lot of work, which is also why I haven't really been posting on YouTube as much, because I am literally doing like a full rendered piece a day. Also, I have my executive producer here with me. Ella, can you say hello? Can you say hi? Hi. She's my executive producer. She controls everything I do, and she's basically my manager. She me. If you couldn't tell, she said hi. How are you doing today? Which, comment how you're doing today. I don't know. Appease my account manager, because she is in control of everything. Right, boo boo? Say yes. Yes. Yeah, she makes the rules. She doesn't know she makes the rules, but I think she also does completely 100% know that she makes the rules. Yes. Yes. Yes, so this is kind of like wrapping up the final pieces, or the final piece. I added the background. I ended up really liking it at the end. I think it looks good. I'm doing good. How are you doing today? Yeah, here's the final piece. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little video and my executive producer making an appearance. I hope you have a nice day. Say goodbye.